Hello, welcome to Len Tarot. Thank you for joining me. We're going to go ahead and do a daily tarot reading for tomorrow, Wednesday, October 15th. We are at mid-October already. I'm going to pull some cards for our current energy and then the energies that we're going to experience as we start our day tomorrow and then in the latter half of our Wednesday. So I'm just shuffling my deck here and we'll pull a card for where we're at now. Okay, so current energy. Yep, we got this. That's so funny how the cards work. We got this as our overall message for today's reading. So yeah, makes sense. We're still in this introspective moon energy, taking a look at our deeper parts of ourselves, really going deep, I think. Today, I don't know where you are, but it's very rainy here where I am today, so that kind of fits that moon energy. So actually, we'll grab an oracle card here for the moon and see what we have here. Yeah, so we have the child energy. This is openness, wonder, and joy. Yeah, I think there's something about the moon too. It's like whatever past energies you've had, it's like, you know, it's a retrospective. So that makes sense here. And, you know, engaging with our child selves means not only engaging with an innocence, like we can see things in a new way, but also engaging with the things that have happened to us in life, especially, you know, anything that you experience as a child, you're experiencing through a lens of the world that has far less knowledge about how things operate, how, you know, even, you know, we don't necessarily understand what's going to hurt us until we've gotten hurt. So the moon card is always an opportunity to re-explore those depths. And I see here that in our current energy, there's a way to transform trauma into joy. You know, we can look at the full breadth of what we've experienced in life and find a gratefulness for the lessons that we have been taught and how sometimes pain does transform us. It gives us more knowledge. It gives us the understanding about our own resilience, the things that we have learned to endure, and, you know, how we deal with things like anxiety. Okay, so let's take a look at what's going to start out our day. Yeah, so reversed Three of Swords here. In a reverse position, this is really, we're ready to move on from heartbreak. I think a lot of the energy, that moon energy from today, is really going to help you release a lot of pain. I'll turn this upright just so it's easier to see. Yeah, so this could be someone leaving us behind or us leaving, you know, even an old self behind, like how we used to process trauma, you know, how we used to deal with stress is no longer serving us, and we're ready to look at things in a new way. Again, with that child oracle card that came through. Let's see what else comes through here. Yeah, we got the wood bluet again. That came out for today's reading as well. So this is generosity, beauty, and otherworldliness. So, you know, paired with the moon card as well, this is about stepping into a new realm where it's kind of like, sometimes it feels like it can be a fantasy that we could change our mind about something or change our approach to something. This reminds me of a recent conversation I had about EMDR therapy, where it stands for it's rapid eye movement therapy, and it actually completely changes your how you can deal with traumatic thoughts, things that cause stress, and put them away for the time being. It's kind of and that's extraordinary for people who have benefited from that therapy, who have been really crushed by their anxiety, by their trauma responses. So this is a lot of energy right now about doing that, you know, being surprised also by how we can heal from heartbreak, from pain. Okay, so let's take a look at what we're going to experience as the day progresses. We have Seven of Cups, and yeah, I see here this is a continuation of that wondrous energy. It's about, you know, it could mean that we may get distracted by everything on offer to us. But I think in the energy right now, it's re-experiencing. It's like a child who opens his or her or their toy chest and they see all the things that they can play with. So I think that's really important. It's almost like the energy right now is not necessarily forcing yourself to decide on any one thing. It's experiencing many things and seeing what feels like a good fit for the life that you're in and the new things that you want to engage with. Yeah, I'm very much in concert with this. For our oracle card, we got the fairy ring. So this is portal, serendipity, and risk. This is inviting us to step into a new realm of thinking. So that Wood Bluet card is talking about otherworldliness. The fairy ring is a very similar sentiment. There's risk with, this reminds me of the Fool card, right? There's risk of stepping off a cliff, stepping into a new way of looking at things, but there's also incredible reward, and again, the way that children experience the world, everything is their first time. So you can, in this card, you can look at all these different elements and really see what resonates with you. And there might be risk in that it takes a little time to explore. We have to be patient with how long it can take to try new things, but there's an incredible reward at the end when you find something that really gels with the goals you have in mind, with maybe the new mindset that you're approaching. So I'm going to pull a card for what is going to feel in conflict with us tomorrow. Okay, so yeah, 7 of Swords. So I'll put this upright. So usually upright, this card can be about getting away with something or, not necessarily completing a project in the way that we expected. Like we've gotten away with completing part of it, but the other part either led to conflict or there was a workaround that doesn't sit well with us, like maybe you took a shortcut to something. Reversed, I think this could be that I'm getting that you're more willing to rather than sneaking or kind of taking those shortcuts, you're actually willing to, you'll notice the motif here is this crow is getting away and this crow has his back turned. It's like he almost doesn't want to see that the swords in this case have been stolen. He's guarding what remains. And I think there's something about you're willing to face who you are and how you've operated head on. Because it's in conflict, like that's maybe something that that you need to do is engage with an honesty about how you've gotten where you've gotten. And yeah, in thinking of that 7 of Cups energy, it's like taking a step back and evaluating options again. The swords are really about our definitive actions and, could also be the words that we use. And it's like, swords we use them as very specific tools, right? To pierce, to guard ourselves, right? For protection, but they can also harm if not used correctly. So I think there is a reevaluation here of what you've put into action. And yeah, as a card in conflict, it means like what's resting heavier with you and things that you want to put on your to-do list of like, I don't like how I did that, or I don't like how I accomplished that. I want a way of moving through the world that is, maybe either not harming others or is more resonant with the new you that you're becoming. So let's pull in an oracle card here. We got Chanterelle, artful, elegant, vessel. Yeah, so if we think of a sword, a blunt sword is not going to make an elegant cut. It's like you might speak about something. You may say, this is how I feel, but there might not be anything artful about that, tactical. You want if the theme of this is about engaging with a childlike self, there is a subtlety of how you might want to engage with others and even engage with yourself with this moon emotional exploration. This isn't about saying, I can't feel that way, or I can't change my mind about that. It's actually about, being gentle, exploring, if you think of the word vessel, it's like, we are being implanted with a special knowledge. We are choosing to embody a lesson, a specific, divine knowledge as well. And that's not about cutting people down, and it's not about, again, not about shortcuts. So so I hear just overall theme for tomorrow is gentleness. So let's pull one more card, which is our overall message for Wednesday, the 15th, for our daily tarot. Okay. Yeah, Hierophant. So this is about institutional knowledge. This is, I think of this, there's the Hermit, which is really about the knowledge that we've garnered for ourselves through kind of our on the ground experience. But the Hierophant is about how we engage with, higher education, institutional knowledge, even I'm just hearing like your bank, what your financial advisor might say to you. And in this case, this crow is providing a key to these young acolytes as, here is, if we think of AI, accessing vast stores of internet data to make its to do its generative answers and images, etc., its analysis. This is similar. It's like the doors are being thrown open to you for something, and it's almost, I'm hearing it's your research. So if you think of the Seven of Cups as you're researching, you're experiencing a lot at once, the Hierophant is it's telling you that there is a wider body of knowledge that you can access that's going to be helpful, that's going to be a key to you. Let's pull an oracle card for this. Forager, yeah, very similar here. So this is searching, resourcefulness, and hunter. So yeah, overall theme for tomorrow, lean into being open to a lot of variety of knowledge, and there's a huge body, there's a huge body of expertise is what I just heard that's open to you that you can go after. And it's interesting because I think this Seven of Swords might be, it's like the way that you go about things, your decisiveness is useful, and now put that to use through increasing your knowledge about your next steps, the things that you want to play with, like a child. Like you can be decisive in the fact that you're going to hunt down the knowledge that's going to help you with this emotional transition, or if you're thinking about a career change or anything like that. Go after it. That's all really good energy. It's like with the moon, we're able to incorporate the self that we present to the world and our deeper inner self, the things that we may not share with everybody. And when we integrate those two things, when we're aware of both, and we can be agile in both, then we're very powerful in that state, because we know why we react the way that we do. We know what we've been through, and maybe if that has caused anxiety or depression, we know why, and we can actually figure out how that affects our interactions with the world. So there's something here about going out, searching for and enforcing this integration in yourself, because that ultimately makes you super powerful. So I hope that's helpful. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday, and speak soon.